guys, welcome along. I am making another batch of soap. So the lye solution today, I put some titanium dioxide because the whole batch is going to be a white color with a gold accent. So I did add the titanium dioxide right to the lye solution. It helped dissolve it. I find that really super hot water will help dissolve the titanium dioxide because it's in powder form, and it tends to clump if you just toss it right into your soap batter as the powder. It will clump and leave little splotches in your soap. So dissolving it in hot water first helps, but since the lye solution is hot, I do sometimes add it directly to that if the whole batch I want it to be lighter or white. And here I have some gold mica powder. I got this from Mad Micas. It is Sparkle Sunshine, and I just put it in some lightweight oil. I believe I used olive oil this time, and so I'm just doing a little oil and mica drizzle inside. It's just going to add a subtle sparkle, and then running that hanger tool through there. I did get the hanger tool from Amazon. It was really super cheap, but honestly, you can rig up your own hanger tool if you're crafty, and it really is not a hard thing to make. The batter was still pretty runny, so I waited a little bit to add the remainder of it in, and then I waited even longer to texture it. It's all really a waiting game in soap making. You have to wait for supplies, and then wait for the lye solution to cool, wait for your oils to cool. Unless you are working at extreme temperatures, which can be tricky, there's just a lot of waiting involved. And that honestly has been a big thing for me. I know many soap makers say the same thing. It's been a character development for them with the patience that soap making teaches you, which is not a bad thing. I think we just don't know it going into it. A lot of the lessons that we'll learn, or the side lessons, we think we're going to learn one thing, but really we learn something else, or we learn multiple things. But for this texture, I didn't really want a specific look. I was just looking for some deep craters in there, because once I cut the soap, those craters will really be visible from the side, and it adds such a cool visual effect. So here again, I'm using that Sparkle Sunshine that I used inside. I'm using it on top, so it will add just a really gorgeous gold layer. Look at that. Look at that. The gold entering the air. I love it. Sometimes I'll get done making soap and my kids will be like, "You're all sparkly, Mom." It's like, yep. And then here's a little bit more gold eco glitter from the Good Glitter. And here are some gold bursting beads. Those I got from Brambleberry. So they're really subtle. You can't really see them. Even looking here, you can't tell. But when I do a close-up, you can tell that there's something else other than just that gold mica powder on top. So I did spray it with 99% rubbing alcohol, and then I just clear up the edges. I really like to have a tidy mold. I mean, I know it's messy, it is, but as much as I can, I like to have nice clean edges. It just makes the work a little easier when I cut it. And there it is, ta-da! You can see the bursting beads now from this angle. The subtle added gold on there. And here I am, ready to cut. It doesn't take a terribly long time because of the recipe that I use, and I do try to get my soaps to go through gel phase. It heats up really fast, and it tends to be ready to cut a lot sooner than, say, a Castile soap, which can stay in the mold for several days up to a week before cutting. But this one was really ready pretty quickly. See that subtle gold? It's not super obvious, but it's just that little bit. Look at that little hand. My little girl helped me. And then I am beveling the edges. Sometimes I don't bevel the top because of the design, and I'll just take my fingers and kind of smooth any weird rough edges. But just depending on the look I'm going for, this one I just really wanted to bevel. I do bevel most of my soaps just because I like the look, But also so there aren't any super sharp edges. Not that they're sharp as in like dagger sharp, but if you have pain that you deal with, like arthritis, any little texture difference makes a difference. So here is my business stamp. I got this on Amazon, I think well over a year ago. I was so proud of myself when I got that business stamp. It was like 20 bucks on Amazon, but I'm like, dude, I just got a business stamp. I'm at the big leagues now. It was just such a defining moment in my business. It was so cool. So this slide stamp I did also get on Amazon for like $5, and I'm asked about it a lot. It's a biscuit stamp or a cookie stamp. So if you look on Amazon and just search for cookie stamp or biscuit stamp, you can find that. And here's the final product, all staged up and pretty. These are in my shop right now, so you can go find them over on bluehavensoapery.etsy.com. And thanks for watching, guys.